Welcome to Sairam Tribuli YouTube channel. Let us discuss basic electrical engineering subject. We'll discuss some course objectives before entering into the subject. Syllabus. We must know some course objectives, right? Because what is the objectives and what is the outcomes. So if you study basic electrical in the first semester, so where the this subject, particularly basic electrical. Useful for the future because this is a base, right? That's why they kept in the first semester as well as second semester. For other cycle students second, and then for some branch students they'll keep first, right? So basic electrical engineering. So already we discussed 1 to 5th module in the previous videos. Brief introductions. Brief introduction of all the modules within 10 minutes we discussed. Right. I think you might got some ideas regarding basic electrical engineering. Right. So we'll see the some information how they'll conduct examination, and then how they'll um, uh, I mean uh, make this one internals, and what are the parameter which depends, and we'll discuss now. So semester 1 and 2 P cycle, some branches will take first, and then some branches will take P cycle second. So first semester will be there, second semester will be there. So continuous internal evaluation is 40 marks. Course code is 18 ELE 13 or 23 is for second semester if they have a P cycle in the second semester. Semester end examination marks 60, and teaching hours, lecture 2 hours, and tutorials 2 hours. Okay, practical will be there. It's a separate basic electrical engineering laboratory, right? Examination hours 03. Okay, so the first one is course objectives, right? So to explain Ohm's law, Kirchhoff's laws used in the analysis of DC circuits. See here, just they mentioned DC circuits, not AC circuits. Keep it in your mind, because if suppose DC, it may difficult. That's why they have given only DC circuits. So Kirchhoff's laws, in a sense, like Ohm's law will be there. KCL will be there. KVL will be there. Even though Ohm's law also will be there. Okay, Ohm's law, after that KCL, KVL. So Kirchhoff's current law, algebraic sum of the current meeting at a junction is equal to 0, and KVL is equal to algebraic sum of the voltages around the loop is equal to 0, right? So DC circuits just we are considering is a resistive load. Okay, to explain fundamentals of AC circuits, behavior of RL and C combination of AC circuits. So in this top, like um, in this point, we are going to discuss how the resistance will behaves when a supply is given, and the capacitor and inductor also. And also we are going to discuss like sine wave is present, what are the definitions like frequency, waveform, and time period, and instantaneous values, average values, RMS values will be there. So and also RL circuit, RL circuits, RLC circuits, and also we are going to solve some problems. To discuss three-phase balance circuit, so in this we are going to discuss star connection, delta connection, star to delta conversion, and 2 wattmeter method, and active power, reactive power, or apparent power also we are going to discuss. To explain the principle of operation of construction, performance of electrical machines, right? So electrical machines, either it may be a transformer, motor, generator, or like synchronous generator or a DC generator. For your syllabus only this part will be there. And DC machine, synchronous generator, three-phase induction motor. Uh, to introduce concept of electrical wiring, circuit protecting devices, and everything. So electrical wiring, in the sense the wire passes through the pipe, or in the conduit, is called as a wiring. Whatever we are using, right, in the switchboard and all, it's a proper wiring. And circuit protective devices like fuse and MCBs, when a fault occurs, when short circuit occurs, automatically it will get trip off, and it gives it is a safety for other parts of electrical appliances. Okay, next earthing, here we are going to discuss earthing of any electrical appliances, like two types we have, plate earthing and pipe earthing, right? So I think course objectives, I think everybody understood, right? So why we need to study in this basic electrical subject, right? So next there is a course outcomes. So after reading all those things, after discussing all those things around 3 months. So at the end of the subject, or at the end of the semester, you are going to take in your not brain, I think it's in your pocket, I guess, right? So students should not keep whatever the study concepts in mind, I mean brain, but please keep it in your mind for your future. One thing I'll tell you, for your competitive examination, for your next higher level examinations, the three questions definitely they are going to ask, even though for placement, even though any companies, they definitely they'll ask three questions from the basic electrical topics. That's why they have kept this subject. So I'll tell you why they'll keep three or three to four questions, because um, if the monitor is not working, if you are a software engineer, and if suppose any power supply is not coming from the switchboard, so if you are calling somebody, so that's I mean no meaning, right? So because being a technical student, we must have some basic knowledge about electrical, right? If suppose battery is not working, and battery is drained, and then if suppose something happened in the wire connections, so you have to check it. So you have to do everything. That's why they keep this basic electrical subject in the first semester. So at the end of the course, student will be able to analyze of DC and AC circuits. So definitely you'll get to know what is the difference between DC as well as AC. Explain the principal operation of constructional single phase transformer. So transformer everywhere we are using, right? So transformer, even though for mobile charger, and for any adapters, they're also using, right? So that also we're going to we will come to know after the, I mean at the end of the syllabus, or at the end of the completion of basic electrical subject. Explain the principal operation of construction of DC machine and synchronous machines. So so just like a construction working principle, okay, not depth. Explain the principle of construction three phase induction motor. Discuss the concept of electrical wiring, circuit protected devices, and earthing. So it's a interconnection between objectives and then outcomes, right? So this is a concept. So let's so some specialty will be there, right, in the basic electrical subject, or so it's my specialty before entering into the subject. So I'll be giving question paper, because in the PU or 10th standard, definitely 30 to 40 marks they covered. I mean, why I'm giving this question paper, in the sense how it becomes easy. I mean, like how it is related to the base. I mean, PU and then 10th standard. So to making the subject easier, that's why I have given basic electrical engineering subject question paper. State and explain Kirchhoff's laws. Everybody knows KCL and KVL. I think in the eighth standard we discussed, and define form factor, peak factor. So that also we discussed in the first eighth semester, eighth class or 10th class, right? And problems like parallel connection, series connection, this and all we solved a problem. And then state Ohm's law, I is equal to V by R. I mean, current flowing through the conductor directly proportional to voltage, inversely proportional to resistance of the conductor. Temperature remains constant considering two ends of the conductor, and limitation also will be there. It is not applicable to, I mean, like this is a base, right? So that's why. And obtain the behavior of voltage, current, power, and pure inductor. Okay, already we discussed, right? Inductor, if you connect AC supply, how it will behaves. I mean, lagging power, power factor, leading power factor. So these things and all will be there in our already we discussed in the PU and 10 standard. Okay, okay. Let's move on to the syllabus of your subject. So